Hello and welcome back to the Commander Lurpack YouTube channel. In today's video I'll be showing you how I do weathering techniques on my Space Marines and give them a grimdark feel. Hope you enjoy the video. To start, I take the model that I have primed black and Drybrush on Ushabti bone on all the armoured sections of the Space Marine. This is for my colour scheme of a dirty white, but the dry brushing is the important technique here, as it gives the model a gritty and patchy texture, no matter the paint scheme, with the black showing through any colour that you dry brush over the top. I give the model a wash with Agrax Earthshade. This settles in all the recessed areas of the model and gives them a dark and dirty colour to contrast the raised sections of the armour. I apply this all over the model, making sure it doesn't pull too much in one area where it could obscure detail, and removing the excess with a brush. Once the wash is dried, or if you're impatient like me, you can carefully speed it up with a hairdryer.
Award-winning Babyliss 3Q. It's light and powerful. Dries hair in seconds.
It is time for the next dry brush of a slightly lighter white, Screaming Skull. Again, this colour is for my paint scheme of off-white, but if you just pick a lighter shade than that of your first colour, it will have the same effect. I dry brush it on the entire model to bring back the colour. Here's before and after dry brushing the Screaming Skull to bring back the white colour, while still keeping that gritty texture on the model. Now it's time to weather up the model using AK Streaking Grime. I will show you two techniques which you can use to apply it. The first I will do on just the arm. You cover the entire area with Streaking Grime before using a cotton bud or brush dipped in white spirit to remove the excess Streaking Grime from the raised areas of the model where you don't want it. This must be done while still wet, otherwise it can remove the paint underneath. I personally don't really like this technique as it doesn't give you much control, and there is a time limit on which you can remove the Streaking Grime. The other technique of applying the Streaking Grime is using the most splayed and beat up bristled brush you own and stippling on the Streaking Grime. You can also smudge it to create some streaks on the model. I much prefer this technique to add grime to specific areas and you have a lot more control. Next up is AK Rush Streaks. This is used in the same way as the Streaking Grime, it just has a more orangey hue. I again stipple it on to add some colour variation to the grime and a hint of rust on metal areas. Here you can see the difference these two AK products have made to the model. The last step is to use Rhinox Hide Brown paint, and with a small amount on a short stubby brush, I stipple it onto the model in areas you want to add a darker dirt colour or perhaps scorch marks to. And with that it's done, I'll show you some nice shots of the finished model and his friends that I painted up. Thanks for watching and hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you thought in the comments down below. I'm going to be changing my upload schedule from every Sunday to every 2 weeks on a Sunday. This will give me a bit more time for the larger terrain projects. There's a few that I have in mind. So hopefully see you in 2 weeks on Sunday. Bye.